All right, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna show y'all how I rig up these catfish poles. I say catfish poles. They're big poles, big rods and reels. I got them from Bass Pro Shop. $39.99 each. They're medium heavy rods. I think it came with, it says 10 to 25 pound line, and it came lined up. I feel like it's a pretty good combo. I'm not doing anything special to try to catch a catfish. All right, I don't know about y'all. On a spinning reel, usually they come and the reel's on the left, left side for the crank. I'm gonna take mine off and put it on the right side. And everybody's like, that's weird, I don't understand that. But when you got a regular, like a bait caster or something, most people reel with their right hand. I don't understand why you wouldn't do it with a spinning reel. But anyways, these were both on the left side when I bought them. I bought 2 of them. I've already rigged the other one up. And if you don't know how to do that, unscrew this little screw right here. It shouldn't ever be any more than hand tight. Unscrew that. The reel pops out. Stick it in the same side where the screw was at. And then put that screw back on the other side where you pulled the reel out from, obviously. You should be able to hold it, get the reel how you want it, and reel the reel. I know this sounds super simple, but if you've never, oh god, ceiling fan's on. Stuck the rod tip in the ceiling fan. All right, don't do that. If you've never done a spinning reel before, this part seems simple, but it's important, okay? Because I've done it before. So when you crack your line loose, make sure you're not just pulling the line off, all right? You gotta go under the bell. And I know that sounds simple, but if you get in a hurry sometimes, you'll just go to cranking on it and you didn't put it behind the bell, then you gotta restart. So make sure you put it behind that little groove in the bell right there. And then obviously when you flip the bell over is when it, goes free. So make sure you put it behind the bell. It's probably not recommended, but I just loosen my drag to where I can pull it out the length of the pole. Make sure it ain't tangled up around nothing, and then feed it through my eyes.
So you got it all tangled up right now. Get it like around this. Like around there. Oh, get everything pulled through. Come on with it.
Some people can probably do this with their eyes closed. And I ain't some people. I'm gonna pull off a pretty good little bit of slack. Okay, so now that I got the line pulled out, these are just some 4/0 hooks I bought from Walmart. I don't know necessarily good, bad, whatever. Some people prefer crooked shank, some people prefer straight, whatever. I don't know. I just got a big hook, all right? I may change it up as I learn, do a little more, but it's never really mattered to me. Like, I've caught really big catfish using just whatever. So I'll take one of these hooks, and the way I'm gonna do it to fish on bottom is run that through the eye of the hook and come on, a little more than a foot. You can criticize me, whatever. I don't care. This is how I do it. Twist her up a pretty good round. Get my eye, run it back through the eye, and pull this knot down. All right. Whenever it gets to this right here, I don't know if it's gonna focus on it. When it gets like that, pull it tight. Be careful not to hook yourself, but I like to pinch the line above it and cinch my loops down so they tighten up. And then you can pull it a little more. Do that a couple times, get it good and cinched up. All right, and then you got all this excess to the end, right? So, like I said, this is Walmart stuff. These weigh for like $1 for a pack of 4 or something like that, or 3 maybe. Yeah, 3 pack for like $1. So, this is the biggest ones they had at Walmart. Run your loop through there, tie it on the same way. Oh my gosh. Probably cross-eyed right now. Anyways, run that through there. I do it the same way. There's other ways to tie hooks. You know, this right here has never let me down, so that's the way I'm gonna do it. I don't know if y'all can hear my kids in there. They crunching, boy. Anyways, twist that thing up. Same thing here. Just go back through the line loop itself. Pull it like that. Once it gets in that little bubble, you can kind of hold the tail, pull the line, let it cinch, pinch it with your fingers. Same thing you did on the hook. Pull it, cinch it, pull it, cinch it, whatever. And then cut off your excess. All right. So now when this goes in the water, your weight's gonna sit on the ground, you know, and then your hook is, what is that, a foot above it? It's gonna be sitting up off the bottom, all right? So catfish swims by, that's gonna be a foot off the bottom of the water. You know, he can't miss it if he's swimming on the bottom, right? Whenever you do this though, whenever you throw it out or whatever, you're not gonna have a cork on, nothing like that. So you just kind of keep your line tight so it's always sitting like this. But, like I said, that may not be how you do it, may not be how your uncle does it, but that's how I do it, and I appreciate y'all watching. Hope this helps if you was trying to get into catfishing. I haven't really been catfishing in probably a few years, but I'm gonna take my little John boat, get back into it. Something that I can get my boy out doing, and we can sit and talk about God and hang out, and you know, catch some catfish. If they're good eating size, bring them home and eat them or whatever. But I'll be making some more videos. I'm planning to hopefully go catfishing in the next week or so. Right now it's about the 4th of July, so kind of going on vacation, stuff like that. Not gonna be able to do it right this minute. But I got these 2 poles rigged up. I got another one sitting over there. And I'll honestly throw out some of my bass poles probably, because I don't think I'm catching anything big enough around here that it's gonna matter. But like I said, there you go. That's the rig. This sits on the bottom. This sits about a foot off the bottom. Throw it out with a piece of chicken, a chicken liver, hot dogs, whatever, honestly. If it's something that you can get to stinking, catfish is probably going to eat it. Appreciate y'all watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think. Bye-bye.